There we go. 3-minute warm-up is started. Cumberland grads away, wearing their blue jerseys, playing against South Simcoe Storm, wearing white. Cumberland coming off of a 2-1 loss yesterday, and now we're going to be taking on the number 6 team in the province, South Simcoe Storm. The Toronto handshake before the game. Now that that is done, we're going to be able to line up and drop the puck. Starting lineup tonight, looking like Caden Cam with Vinny Wojcik and Reed Levaik on forward, and Lamotte and Brothers on D with crew and nets. There we go, puck is dropped. South Simcoe with first possession. Pointing it deep, crew coming out and playing the puck along the wall. South Simcoe with possession, centering. Cam coming up with it. Lamotte with possession deep in the corner. Lamotte still with the puck. Off the wall. Not out. Kept in by South Simcoe. Now Cam gets it out, but it's shot right back in. Lamotte from behind the net. Off the glass. And out. South Simcoe D to D. Regrouping at center. Now they pass on the break-in. Offside is being called against the Storm. Face-off coming just outside of the zone. Possibly an issue with the clock here. Here we go. Puck is dropped. Cumberland with it as Baptiste goes for a skate. He dumps it in on net. That puck bounces back right in the pressure. Puck is sent back into the Cumberland zone. Caron getting it out. Down the ice for Baptiste. Baptiste loses an edge. Turn to the corner. South Simcoe back on the attack. Getting it past neutral. Baptiste knocked off the puck. White double team in front of the Storm bench. Cycling and getting the puck out of the zone. Puck is dumped in. Crew leaving it for Lamotte. Lamotte gaining speed. Gets to the blue line. Gets the puck out of the zone. Gives it to McFadden. McFadden back for Hogg. Hogg along the zone. Shot on net. Crew making a save. South Simcoe at the line. Dumping it back in the corner. Lamotte getting it to the half wall, not out. South Simcoe walking, looking for a short side shot, but player forgot the puck. South Simcoe shot on net, easy glove save by the goalie, who holds on for a whistle. Simcoe losing the face-off. Caron getting the puck to the line, but not out. Caron with it again. Caron trying to clear it. The puck rolls under his stick. South Simcoe bringing the puck in the corner. Baptiste in there. Storm come out with the puck. Net drive, shot. Crew makes a save. Cam lining up, pulls it back for Brothers. Brothers flipping it forward. Storm going around the net. at the line, holding it, cutting to the slot, but he's forced to the wall. Centering pass. White getting it forward to Cam. Cam up to McDonald. McDonald chips it in. So Simcoe rooming the puck along the boards. Now back to the other side. Remut right in there, gets a shot on net. That goes off the side of the net. Storm back the other way. Delayed on his own entry. It's broken up. Quiche getting the puck to White. Storm entering the zone. Right to the slot. Shot on net. Blue making a good save. So Simcoe leaving the puck in the corner. Getting a cycle down. Pass back to the point man. Point man wasn't there. The puck sneaks out of the zone, but the Storm get it right back in. Quiche. Long pass across. It's intercepted by the Storm. Quiche getting the puck forward to neutral. Now he gets the puck down the ice. Icing waved off as Cosgrove touched it up. Storm batting the puck out of the zone. But they have to retreat. Going D to D, reversing the play. Using the glass to headman it forward. Caron getting away with a little bit of a trip there. Og trying to clear the puck that rolls under his stick. It's all jammed up. It's the half boards. High slot man is sneaking in, but McFadden comes out with the puck. He goes for a skate. McFadden stopped up on the zone entry, and the Storm right back the other way. Caron clearing the puck and falling at the same time, but able to get the puck out of danger as the Storm are trying to reset that deep in their zone. Pass across. Icing is going to be called against South Simcoe as Lemut touches it up. Looks like Lemut's seems to be having a hard time with the skate there. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Storm with possession. To the line, Cam popping it back in. Storm backhanding it out of the zone. Foot race with Lemut getting there first. Getting the puck to Brothers off the boards at the back. Brothers working the half boards, trying to push it forward. Short side net drive. Crew making a quick save. Holding on for a whistle. Goalie chirping the shooter. Puck is dropped. Owen White off the wall, looking to get out, but the Storm gain possession in neutral. Storm on the attack again. Centering pass to the highest slot. Shot just goes wide of the net. Storm cycling deep. Baptiste there to get it to the half boards on the left wall. Storm with the puck behind the net. Caron working his man. Baptiste coming out with it. Passes across for White. White, the left wing zone entry. Shot attempt that's blocked on the way to the net. Caron trying to hold the line, but the puck sneaks out. Play is jammed up in front of the Cumberland bench with a penalty coming up on the play. Owen White going away. Charging. Power play, South Simcoe. Cumberland able to clear the puck down the ice. So Simcoe on the break-in. Lamotte turns it over and gets the puck down the ice. So Simcoe again on the zone entry. Lamotte there to break it up again. Storm with possession. Storm entering control, going deep. Around the zone. Trip on the play. Injured player staying down. Still no whistle. To the slot, back to the point. Shot on net. That hits a body in front and goes wide. South Simcoe trying to cycle. McFadden gets a hold of the puck and fires it down the ice, forcing the Storm goalie to cover up as he almost gave it to Cosgrove in front of the net. Shot on net. Makes it to the back to make it 1-0 South Simcoe on the power play goal. So Simcoe dumping the puck, goes around, Storm first on it, centering, short side shot, Crew making a save, being harassed, but he holds on for a whistle. Storm get the puck back to the point, big shot, goes wide of the net. Storm again walking in to the right to the side of the net. Wojcik with a breakaway pass attempt, just doesn't quite work. Storm straight into the slot again, looking for a shot from down low, but Wojcik getting the puck. McFadden there to Caron. Caron with a long pass attempt that goes to the other end of the ice, and icing is called. So Simcoe with possession, shot on net, that's blocked down in front. Puck dies in the high slot and comes out to the top of the circle. Storm down below, centering to the blue line. Defenseman looking to keep it in, but it comes out. McDonald with White. White sending it far side, just wide of the net. Goalie was beat. Puck just didn't make it to the back of the netting. Storm bringing the puck around the zone. Hogg there to keep it in. Plays against the wall. Betsy comes up with it. Sends it low for White. White turning around, trying to center. The Storm get it out of the zone. Lamotte firing it right back in. Betsy pressuring. South Simcoe fire it down the ice for an icing. Cam on the draw, pulls it back. McFadden, who gets stripped of the puck. Simcoe in neutral. Attempting to break in. That's broken up by Brothers, who gets a puck back to neutral. Buzzer goes. End of the first period. 1-0 Storm. Cumberland holding their own against the number 6th place team in the province. Period number 2 started. Storm dumping it in. Crew leaving it there for Quiche. Puck comes to the high slot. Shot on net. Crew making a save. He's without a goalie stick. Cumberland clearing it. Crew able to retrieve his stick. Quiche. Sauce pass. Gets tipped. Going through. Storm picking up the puck. Cosgrove playing high on the second period long change. Storm with the puck in the zone. Cumberland playing a man up, forcing the Storm to have a D back. That was a possible breakaway pass, but it was errant and missed its target. Puck is brought back to the line. Shot on net, blocked in front. Levesque gets it out of the zone. Storm right back on the zone entry in the attack. Dumping the puck in. Around the net. Shot on net goes wide. Storm with possession. Putting it deep. Baptiste looking for the zone exit, but hits a body on the way out. Shot on net, goes off a stick and wide. Storm still with possession. At the line, Baptiste putting some pressure. Cumberland getting it to the Storm zone, but couldn't get clear possession. Puck is sent down the ice, whistle is blown. Icing is called. Simcoe forcing Cumberland to regroup at their own end, but Cam skates the puck into the zone, leaves it for McDonald. McDonald has that in his feet. He gets hit off the puck as he gives it to Cam. Cam in the corner, getting it to White. White going short side on the drive. That goes off his stick and out of play. Storm winning the draw, pulling it back. Yeah, possession deep in their zone. Breakout pass, doesn't meet its mark. Cumberland dumping it right back in from neutral. Cosgrove in on the forecheck. He's throwing his weight around here as Keish holds the line. So Simcoe not able to enter the zone. Stopped up in front of their bench. Yeah, they do get the puck deep. Keish going off the wall to the other side. South Simcoe at the blue line, putting it back deep in the zone. Back to the half wall. Looking to the point now. Point man keeping it in. Over the wall. Everything's jammed up there as a couple Graz players come in and start bumping bodies around. Puck is stolen at the blue line by McFadden. McFadden going in, gets his stick slashed. McFadden throwing his weight around as well. Cosgrove cycling it deep as Cumberland comes up with it. Shot on net, that goes just wide of the net. The Storm getting the puck to the half boards and out. Fired back in by Cumberland. Back on the forecheck. Cam is putting some pressure, but the Storm are able to get the puck out. Brothers to Cam. Cam with a nifty move to carry the puck into the zone. Shot by Cumberland, that goes to the side of the net. Wojcik not able to quite get there for the empty net on the rebound. Levesque shoveling it back into the zone. Puck comes to the slot. Cam has his stick all tied up and can't pull the trigger either. Storm, 2-on-2. Shot on net on the backdoor play. Prue able to get across. Storm gets the half wall, keeping possession. Skating to the high slot. Backdoor pass. Misses its mark. Storm at their own blue line, looking to go backdoor. Arm up on the play. And goes down. Storm again. Net drive. Shot. Prue picking that up with his glove and getting a whistle. Leaving it for Caron. Caron off the wall, not out. So Simcoe using the support at the top of the slot to get a shot on net. Bouncing puck goes over McDonald's stick. Storm dumping it in again. Cumberland getting it out. Bouncing puck neutral. McDonald with two. Shot on net. That goes off a body and back in the zone. White knocked over, but able to get the puck deep. South Simcoe 3-on-2 developing. That play's broken up by Caron. Caron gets knocked over. Cumberland going across the ice, and the Storm right back on the attack. Cosgrove there to break up the play. Keish off the wall. That gets touches by White. Past the red line, icing is waved off. South Simcoe on the change on the second period, trying to capitalize on that long bench. And doesn't work. Quiche able to get the puck out of the zone to neutral. For a team that's in 6th place in the province at this level, they're not buzzing as I thought they would be. Great pass ahead. Reed putting it in. Cam getting the look on the back door as the puck bounced off the back wall from Cosgrove's dumping. So Simcoe carrying the puck into the Cumberland territory. Cam with a lead pass up to McFadden. McFadden with a shot. That goes off the post. McFadden getting it to the line, but South Simcoe able to clear it and get a clear path to net. Shot on net. Crew bats that down. The Storm passing to the high slot as Storm player slides headfirst into the net, dislodges it, and whistles it. Face-off is coming outside of the Cumberland zone. Reed Levesque with possession, retreating into his own end. Still under pressure. Ogg helping him out to maintain possession. Baptiste passes the red, dumps it in. Icing is called, according to the referee who was right there. Simcoe, shot on net. Crew making an easy save and holding on. Storm back to the point. Shot on net. Crew getting a blocker on that. So Simcoe skating around the Cumberland end. Down to the corner where pulls a deke and then shovels it to the right hand corner. Baptiste from behind the net puts it on the wall. Storm still with possession, cycling low and around. Back to the point. It sneaks out. Storm have to retreat as Cajon was putting some pressure on the back door. Or Levesque, sorry. So Simcoe at the line, walking in to the slot. Shot on net. Crew able to get a glove on it. Storm at the line. Playing it down on the wall. Back to the line. Walking the line. DDD pass off its mark. That's a shovel back in deep into the zone. Hogg gets it to the half wall. Wojcik not able to clear the zone. Backdoor pass attempt. Doesn't make it there as Cajon knocks that down. Storm take a shot at the buzzer to end the second period. Period number 3, 15 minutes on the clock. Face-off won by the Storm. Skating to the high slot. Backdoor pass attempt. Broken up by the D. White. Centering the puck to Cam. Cam losing it, but White able to fire it down the ice. Storm with possession. One touch on the breakout. They dump it in. Crew coming out to try to stop up that puck, but it rolls to the point. Lamotte chipping the puck wide of the net and then tries to clear the zone. That goes off a stick and out of play. 14-16 left in the third period. Still 1-0 game. Simcoe shot from the point. That's blocked by McFadden, who looked like took the worst of that. McFadden able to get the puck to neutral. Storm dumping it in. Crew coming out. Laying it on the wall. Shot on net. That's steered to the corner by the goalie. Storm back to the point. Looking, back door. Shot. Crew making a great save. So Simcoe back on the attack, but Cumberland able to capitalize on a bad pass and get the puck down the ice. Storm coming in on the wall. Shot on net. Crew gobbles that up with his glove and holds on for a whistle. Cam pulling it back. Hogg pushing it forward. On the wall. Storm come out with it. Backdoor attempt. Broken up by the D. Cam with the puck in the corner. Having to retreat. Leaves it for Lamotte. Lamotte putting it through legs. Gets it out of the zone. Lamotte pushing it all the way down the ice from the red line. Storm trying to deal with a bouncing puck. It's chipped out of the zone over the defender's head. Keish has to go. Another face-off in the Cumberland zone. South Simcoe possession in the corner. With a high slot shot on net. That's deflected out of play. Sticks flying all over the place. Puck dies on the back of the net, but the ref didn't blow it down. White gets it to the half boards and gets all tied up. White pushing the puck to the line. Keish picking it up, going over to Cajon. Cajon off the wall to Betsy's down the ice. Betsy's stopped up at the Storm bench. They come back on the attack, driving wide, leaving it deep. Second pair picking it up, giving it back to the point, going to the left wing, or right wing, sorry. Looking for the backdoor attempt. Crew getting there across. Net is off its moorings, but whistle not blown. So Simcoe at the line, trying to tow it. Everybody forgets the puck. Storm back at the point, back on the wall, back to the point. Point man skating, looking. Going to the other side, shot attempt. That rolls underneath his stick. Cam with White and Betsy's getting the puck to neutral. Storm at the blue line. Clear it on the delayed offside and then put it deep. Brothers chipping it to the wall for McFadden. McFadden second on the puck. Storm right there for it. McFadden now poking it forward. Gets it to neutral. He goes for a skate. Goes to shoot. Puck rolls under his stick as well. Storm with possession now. Gaining speed through neutral. Shot on net. Offside is called. Cumberland pulling it back to Lamotte. Lamotte able to clear a check and get it down the ice. Lamotte with possession, giving it to Cam at the line. Cam is all hooked up. Penalty coming up on the play. South Simcoe Storm, 2 minutes for hooking. Number 55, King, going to his bin. Coming with their first power play of the game. Face-off is brought back to the line. Caron feeding Levesque back to Caron. Caron on the blue line. Faking the pass to Cam and going to the other side to Baptiste Caron. Saw lane. Puck is tipped wide of the net. South Simcoe putting the puck all the way down the ice. Crew out to play it. He gets it down to Betsy's, but the puck skips over his stick. Crew out again under pressure. He gets it to Cam, who knocks it down. Cam. Caron leaving it for Cam. Cam behind the net. Gaining speed. They leave it behind for Betsy's, but the Storm almost capitalized on that play. Cosgrove at the line. Levesque. Getting it through McFadden. Back to even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Cam back to McFadden. McFadden knocked off the puck in the corner. Brothers holding the line, putting it back in deep. White behind the net gets knocked down. McFadden with a centering attempt just is picked off. Brothers lead pass off its mark. Storm right back on the attack. Storm sending one in front of the net. Crew knocking the pass down himself. Brothers knocking the high puck down with his hand. Levesque, a 3-on-1, shoots. Goalie blockers that down. Right back on the attack again. Centering pass. That's broken up by the D. Looking for a backdoor play from the slot. Crew making a save. White playing the puck to the line, taking a hit. Puck didn't go out. Shot on net. Crew sending that to the side as well. Storm on the possession. South Simcoe right back on the zone entry. Drop pass. Shot on net. Broken up by Lamotte. He knocks that down. Baptiste not able to get it out. Storm again. Shot. Crew making another save. Face off straight to the goalie's head. He's able to get a glove in front of it and make a save. Another face off. All tied up. Storm coming out with it. Storm sending the puck deep. Baptiste clearly recovered. Baptiste flipping it forward to neutral with Cosgrove on the attack. South Simcoe cycling back into the Cumberland zone. From the wall, shot on net. That's a shot pass to the slot, tipped wide. Quiche battling in the corner. The Storm walking out from the wall, shot on net. Crew making another save. 5:16 left in this game. Off is pushed deep into the Cumberland end. South Simcoe on the wall with possession. To the top of the slot, shot on net, bouncing puck goes over the net and dies at the boards. The Storm with possession below the line. They walk it to the half wall, back to the point, shot on net. Crew gets a stick on it. Rebound goes to the top of the circle. Caron right there. He loses his stick. But Cam is able to get the puck to the wall. Caron laying a hit. Storm able to get the puck to the blue line, but it comes out. Storm skating around neutral. Walking in on the wall. Leaving the puck to the slot. Crew with another save. Baptiste on the draw this time. Puck comes to the top of the zone. McFadden with possession. McFadden putting it deep. Storm with possession. D to D. Looking to exit the zone. They're able to get it to neutral. And set up on the entry. Far side drive. Player elects to go around the net. Getting the puck back to the point. Puck bounces over the point man's stick. Bad pass. Baptiste capitalizes on that. Gives it to McFadden on the back door. That rolls under his stick and is not able to put it in the back of the empty, gaping net. So Simcoe shot on net. He steers that aside. Puck dies behind it. Now Storm working the wall. Baptiste with a steal. He goes for a skate. Pops it to Cosgrove, who's on his backhand. He's not able to take a shot off. But Baptiste regains possession. Baptiste along the wall, keeping it in. Tries to bring it to the slot, but he's stick checked and loses the puck. Storm break into the zone. Levesque with a stick check, able to get the puck off of him. Reed Levesque harassed. Able to get the puck out of their own end, but South Simcoe coming right back on the attack, looking for the drive to the slot. That was sent off the side of the net. Levesque touching it up. Icing waved off. Storm with possession in their own zone. Get it to the line and pass Caron. Cam is right back to help out. Cam gets tripped up. No arm on the play. So Simcoe walking in, shooting. Crew making another save and getting another whistle. 2:16 left in this game. Fadden on the draw. Puck is sent deep into the Cumberland end. Lamotte able to get away from a check. Gets the puck down the ice. Timeout over. Back to last part of the game. Face-off is going to be inside the Storm zone. Six-on-five hockey. Cumberland looking to equalize this game before the end of the period. 1:05 left. Puck is dropped. Scramble on the face-off. Betshurst putting it in deep on the wall. Lamotte getting it to McDonald. McDonald over. Back to McDonald. To Lamotte at the line. Lamotte shooting through traffic. Goalie able to get a piece of it. McDonald putting it back into traffic in front of the net. But the Storm are able to skate the puck into the Cumberland zone and keep possession of it. Caron with possession. Caron gets stick checked, and the Storm put the puck in the back of the net to make it 2-0. Goalie back in the net for the last 20 seconds of this game. Hogg with the puck, chips it forward. Levesque killing some time with 8 seconds left. Levesque putting it to soft ice. Allows South Simcoe to walk into the slot and almost get a shot off. That'll be it for the second game of this tournament. We'll be back at 9:20 tonight for the third.